Well, originally we met in 2003 at a Christian sports camp called Kanakuk. We just met for maybe a minute or two, kind of in passing. And I was transferring to a school out of state at the time, and Ashleigh was just coming out of high school. So, we didn't stay in touch or anything after we had met briefly. And I had moved to California after graduating from college, and fast forward 5 years after we had met originally, and I got a phone call from my Aunt Linda and said, "Hey, I met a girl that you need to call up and get to know." And, I thought, okay, well, if I get around to it, I will, because I was living in California and this girl was living in Oklahoma. And so I think we added each other as friends on Facebook first, and kind of started talking there, and then talked on the phone a couple times, and gradually it became more frequent, and we decided to hang out whenever I was back in Oklahoma to kind of visit my family next. And so we had agreed that she was going to pick me up from the airport that night whenever I came back into town, and I think I got in about 11 or so, and the only thing that was open was IHOP. And so for our first date we went to IHOP because that was really the only option at the time. And so we kind of hit things off immediately, and to make a long story short, we dated for about 4 months and ended up getting engaged.
One thing that I thought was really neat was it was my second trip to California. It was my first trip to California. We had talked on the phone. He had been to Oklahoma, and then I went out to California. And he kept saying, "There's something I want to tell you," and he wouldn't tell me. And finally, he was like, "Sit down. I want to tell you this." And he went and got the camp roster from Kanakuk, and our names are both circled on there. And I had no idea. I didn't realize we had met before. And here I am with this guy I'm crazy about, not knowing that our paths had crossed 5 years ago at camp. So that was really neat to see that. And that was kind of when I first thought the Lord was like, this could be the guy. And then when he came in from California and I picked him up late that night, I was sitting in my car, and I've never heard the Lord speak so clearly, and I heard him say, "Ashleigh, this is going to be your husband. Whether you like it or not, you're about to meet your husband." And right then and there, I was like, okay, this guy that is going to walk down the airplane terminal is going to be my husband. And he was very handsome, and it was neat. I mean, my heart was going crazy because here I was. I knew without a shadow of a doubt it was going to be my husband. So the Lord just totally when you listen, he cleared. I had been praying for years that he would just make it known, and he did. It was hard because we had been doing distance so long, and I knew he was going to be there for a short amount of time. And then he was going to go back and we were going to do distance. And distance is horrible and it's no fun. All you want to do is just be with each other. But looking back, I just really see how God used that separation as a way for us to build a great foundation and communication. I mean, that's all we have is communication. You don't have dates, you don't have parties, you don't have anything but just talking at the end of the day.